Hi friends. So I am just getting, yes, I have makeup all over my face here. So I'm just getting ready for the day. It is Friday and I thought I would take you along because I am going to pick up my 1,000 subscriber handbag that I purchased. I have been waiting for this to come in. I will say it's a Chanel bag. I know the price increase and I'm really bummed that it didn't come in prior to the price increase because it is a bag that is technically from 23P. So 23S just dropped on Tuesday, the 14th. So unfortunately, this bag did come in late, like from 23P. I think a lot of us have seen that where bags that are supposed to be dropped during a certain season. So 23P dropped, what, January, like, it was right after I moved here. So it must have been like January, like 17th, something like that. And so it's been 2 months and it has just arrived in boutiques. So kind of a bummer. I almost wonder if they planned that. Is that the conspiracy theorist in me? I don't know, but anyway, whatever it is, what it is. No, it is not the Chanel mini with the pearl handle thing part, which I really still want, but honestly, I think the likelihood of getting that particular bag is probably incredibly slim to none. I think most of those are going to BVICs and VICs, you know, who spend $100,000 a year in ready to wear with Chanel. And I don't think that, do you guys see this? Look at this horrible bruise. I have no idea where this came from. It bruised kind of easily, but wow, that is just really unattractive. It's super green and yellow right now. Hopefully that means it's like on the way to being healed. But yeah, I saw it like a week ago and I was like, okay, where did that come from? And it hurt. I mean, it's like still like sensitive to the touch. I digress. I thought about potentially passing on this bag and then, you know, waiting to see if I could get the mini 22. But like I said, I don't think that that's gonna happen. Yeah, and I'm not going to pay whatever, you know, the resale markup is going to be on that bag, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot, because a lot of people want that bag. So it's fine, you know, something else will come along that will be equally as cute and whatever. So I'm gonna go pick up this bag and I'm very excited. My sales associate at Saks just called me this morning. I actually had a couple of people, so the same group, yeah, you'll have probably seen this video by the time. So the same group, that Facebook group that I'm in, where I heard about the Nordstrom Tiffany pop-up, is the group where I had reached out and put a post on an in search of post for this particular bag on that group. And like I said, if you guys aren't participating in like some of the different Facebook groups, whether they be like, you know, a buy sell trade group, or like this group, which is literally just to help you source the bags that you're trying to find at retail, I would highly recommend. I will pop that particular one in the comment or in the description box below, because it's such a great group of people. There's absolutely no personal selling allowed in this group at all. So you cannot, you will literally, I mean, they find out. So you will literally be kicked out of the group if you try to like reach out to another group member. And, you know, if you see that somebody's looking for something, for example, and you bought it, like you will 100% get banned from this group if you try to resell to somebody in the group, which is nice. It makes like, it just gives you a sense of comfort. So everything that is in this group is, you know, direct from boutique. It's not, you know, a reseller. It's not something that you have to worry about authenticity with. And I just think, like I said, it's just a very unique, great group. But in addition to that, you know, I would recommend being in some of these Facebook groups, just one for this kind of information about, like, you'll find out about, you know, the different collections and what's going to be in them like 6 months before the collection drops. I mean, like, I'll ask essays about things and they're like, I don't know about that. Where'd you hear about that? I'm like, oh, well, it was on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're like, yeah, I love how you guys find, like, have so much more information than we do, which is nice to have. Because then if you know, have the opportunity to, even though they don't like reserve things, especially at Chanel. But anyway, my point is that I do think it's really worth belonging to some of these groups because you can get some good information. And then, you know, some of the buy, sell, trade ones, you can get really good deals. I mean, you guys saw I got that Fendi O-Lock chain on there for, I think it was like maybe like $250 less than retail, which was great. And trying to think, I've bought other things through there too. And, you know, you just have to, especially with bags. I mean, bags, I 100% always double authenticate. So even if it comes with an entropy, or even if it comes, I've said this before, from like Fashion File or any of the other sites, I've only purchased ever from The Real, and those were some small like SLGs. But Fashion File and anywhere, eBay, whatever it is, I always will re-authenticate something. And so it just gives you peace of mind. And especially like on the Facebook group ones, you can 100%, like, they know, everybody goes through the authentication process. So, you know, people are usually pretty good about like holding an item or saying it's on reserve or whatever, so that you can take the day to submit to like real authentication to get it authenticated. So like I said, I would highly recommend, especially because you can save a lot of money. Again, I know that the resale market is not for everyone, and that's totally fine. But if you are somebody who is open to buying a pre-loved bag, you can get some amazing, amazing deals. So my daughter Morgan is gone now. She has gone back to Chicago, which makes me sad because it was really just so nice having her here. She was here from Sunday to Thursday, and you know, she worked during the day, so I didn't get to see her then. But yeah, we, you know, spent every night together, and just, it was just, like I said, really nice to have her here. So we will miss her. I probably won't see her again. Gosh, I don't even know when the next time I'll see her, because as I think I mentioned to you guys, she's starting her MBA program, so it will be difficult to see her between that and then our remodel, which means that having visitors is going to be a little tricky. So, but anyway, it was just, like I said, nice to spend time with her, and it's a really nice day today. I think yesterday it was so warm. It was like almost 56 degrees or something. It was super nice. That's kind of about all I had. I just wanted to, like I said, say hi, and I will take you to Saks and to Chanel as I pick up this bag. I obviously won't show it to you right now. I will do an official reveal unboxing, but yeah, I'm very, very excited to get it. Okay guys, so I am on my way to Saks, but first I have to go to the post office. I sold a bag, and so I need to go ship that out. And then we will head to Saks to pick up my 1,000 subscriber handbag. So excited. We'll definitely need to film that unboxing like immediately so I can start using it. Yeah, it's just like about a 5-minute walk to the post office from our place, and then I will come back actually back closer to our place to take the subway to Saks. So anyway, just checking in, and I will check in with you when we get closer to Saks. Oh no, are on our very own pizza tour. So we've done like actual pizza tours. As you can see, it's a beautiful day in New York. We are on the Upper West Side right now, going to a place called Mama's 2, T-O-O. We've been here before actually. It's really, really good. It's kind of a Detroit style pizza. Anyway, we've been on like two different like actual pizza tours where like with a guide. One is Scott's Pizza Tour. You're in New York and you want an amazing pizza tour, I would highly recommend, but you absolutely need to book ahead of time because he is very popular. And then we've also been on one in Brooklyn, which was also really good. And she was a great tour guide. I don't remember her name. But anyway, so we are off to Mama's 2, and I will show you when we get there. And there's Hannah in the background. We're at our first stop at Mama's 2, and we got a vodka and an upside down. So we're gonna share these 2 slices. Good cheese.
I would say of the 2, I much preferred the upside down. I thought the crust on it was good. It had baked in cheese feel to it. And I was expecting a little more punch out of the vodka sauce. So it didn't really have a distinctive flavor to it. So overall, for the taste of the pizza, I would probably give it a 8 out of 10. Combination of the 2 slices. And for the crust, I would give it...
Ow, yeah, he's really gone in depth.
And for the crust, I would give it an 8.5.
Alright. Would you like your brother to go next?
100%. I'd probably give it an overall 7.5 out of 10. I thought the crust really kind of booted it off. I like how it tasted, but I thought it was too hard to bite down on, and maybe even a little too crunchy. I kind of like more like a softer crust. But yeah, I thought it was decent. I don't think it was anything.
Which slice did you like better?
I thought they were both pretty equal. I didn't love one or the other.
I think it was okay. Well, I only had the upside down. I think I like the crunch a lot. I give it like a 9 out of 10. But I don't really like how much sauce there was.
Yeah, I forgot you're not as soft. You don't like as much. Because you don't typically like margarita pizzas that have a lot of sauce with not as much cheese.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I would say that I know this is not part of it, but I would say in comparison to when we had it in the summer, I would say that I think that it was better this summer.
I never thought it was that good.
Oh, really? Yeah. I thought it was really good.
Oh, I would definitely come back here for the slice of pizza that I got in the summer.
I feel like I had upside down when we were here. Morgan would have had pepperoni, I'm sure. And anyway, I actually am going to go against the grain. I actually liked the vodka a little better, especially when I got to the basil, the fresh basil leaf. I thought that was a nice touch. Also, then by the time I got to the upside down, I was already kind of full, so I just was like, but yeah, I thought that the crust on the upside down was a little too crunchy, but the vodka I thought was a good crunch.
I would agree.
So, out of 10, if I'm combining them, I'm gonna go with 7.2.
Oh,
But you have to, like, you
using
know,
the decimals.
it's like the Olympics. You know, you got to give space for if somebody comes in late with a great performance. So, you know. All right, on to pizza stop number 2. We have taken the 1 train from the Upper West Side and come down to 42nd Street, Times Square. We were going to a place called Lazara at 38th and 7th. So we're on 38th right now, walking south on 7th, obviously, to 38th. So we'll show you when we get there. Okay, so we're punting on Lazara's because you have to order a minimum, and because we're doing a pizza tour, like, we don't want to order like a ton of pizza. So we were just going to order a half a pizza. And yeah, it was basically a $10 minimum per person. So we got up and left, and now we're going back to a place that actually we passed on the way here from the subway, called, I think it's Italian Trattoria, and the pizza in the window looked really good. So we're gonna go back there. Problem solved. So this one is something with prosciutto and arugula and balsamic glaze. And this one is
Burrata.
something with burrata. Also looks like arugula and sun-dried tomatoes, maybe?
I thought it was good. I thought that the second one, which was the ricotta, not the ricotta one, it was the burrata, whatever. I thought that one was good. That was probably the better one out of the 2. I thought they were both very not New York pieces. I don't think they really tasted like something I've had before. I'd probably give it a good 7.5 because it's different. I don't know if it's any better than the place you went to last time, but just because it's different, so that would be my rating.
David?
So let me start off by saying that I was entranced by the trattoria aspect of this and the Italian people who work here. And I also was sucked in by the window displays, which made the pizzas look very, very good. But the end result is that I thought that the pizzas were actually less than mediocre. I thought that the aspect that Nick just shared about it being not New York was 100% accurate. The crust was too soft and not reminiscent of the New York water and the New York traditional pizza slice. I thought both slices were lacking in flavor and character. Overall, I would give this restaurant
The pizza.
The pizza, the two slices, I would give the restaurant itself and the concept of it a 9.2. But on the actual delivery of the pizza slices, I would give it a 4.8.
Hannah, what would you like to say about these pizza slices?
I think whatever was here was better.
The burrata one?
It was better. I think you're right. It looked better than it tasted. I thought I was gonna like that one, but it wasn't my favorite. And what else?
Number? What are you gonna rank it? What rating?
What
Out of 10.
combined or like which one?
Yeah, just overall.
Like a 6.
I would agree with all the comments. Definitely looked better in the window than it did for actual taste. I honestly didn't think either one of them was particularly fantastic. I maybe disagree with the whole, like, it doesn't have that New York thing because Mama's 2 doesn't have a New York. That's
it does.
Detroit, though.
I still think that it has that crunchy type of New York. You see it on the street. So I would never see someone walking out with a pizza slice like this on the street.
Yeah, but I don't think you will. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to downgrade it, I guess. My point is, I'm not giving it lower points because I don't think it's a New York style pizza, because there's lots of different pizzas that we've tried that we've liked that aren't a classic New York slice. So with that, I will give it overall in general 5.1.
Jeez.
So we had to punt once again because we were going to go to Roberta's, which apparently is like a break-off of Lombardi's, which is one of our favorites. So now, because they closed at 5, that's why. So now we are walking on Lex to Brevetti Pizza. And flip you around and show you what it looks like. We have Detroit style pepperoni, classic 4 cheese, grandma, which I think is sort of like upside down, like we had. Chicken bacon tomato.
I'll probably get this.
Making this our last stop, I assume. So we could just give her each of the sauce. White slice. We have a white slice with sausage added. And we have a square pepperoni slice for me. Bon appetit.
I would give the experience of going into a traditional slice place in New York an overall 8.5, because you come in here and you look and you pick out your slice, and that experience is true New York. As far as the quality of the 2 slices, the white pizza was definitely superior to the pepperoni. I thought the pepperoni was very bland, very mediocre, and nothing really truly characteristic about it. The white pizza was good. I liked the ability to have a traditional New York slice that I could fold over and have that New York slice experience. Overall, I thought that it had too much ricotta on it. which actually.
I didn't even know that was a possibility for
So
you.
I actually thought that it overwhelmed the sausage that I added because it had so much ricotta cheese on it. But overall, I thought the slice was good. It's hard not to compare it to Delizia, which has a very tremendous white slice. So I would give it a 7.3.
Okay. Nicholas.
I didn't think the experience was that cool. I think he overwhelmed the experience a little bit. That's my opinion. Put it higher for some reason. Anyways, I thought it was decent. I don't think it was anything special. I thought it was different than Delizia, the way the actual cheese tasted. I thought the ricotta had a nice addition to it. I would probably put it as my lowest one at maybe a 5.5. 5.5 or a 6. Somewhere between that range. But yeah.
All right. So first of all, we've lost Hannah. Just FYI, Hannah decided to go home because she was tired. So we will not hear from Hannah on this one. So I was the one that had the pepperoni slice. You can see how much was left, and David ate part of what was left. So I maybe ate a third of the slice. Definitely not as good if you've ever had Prince Street pepperoni, their square slice. That is way over this. I would agree with David. It was kind of bland. I mean, even the pepperoni didn't give it a whole lot of flavor. I would give it I'll give it a 5.
Sounds like that's being generous.
Well, I'm trying to decide if it was better or worse than the Italian trattoria.
I think that
Part of the Italian trattoria is the expectation of what it would be. That also made it more difficult to give it a higher rating.
I thought it was different. And it had a nice taste to it. I didn't think it was a great taste, but it was a different taste.
Which
And I liked
one?
that. The
IT?
Italian place, yes, IT. I thought this place had the regular New York pizza feel, but it was almost lower on that scale. Because if we compare it to Delizia or some of the other original New York pizza places, I kind of thought this was on the very low end of that.
You know what? He's got a point. So yeah, I think if I'm comparing it to other traditional New York slice pizzerias, where like David said, you can walk in and there's like a million pies, different kinds that you can pick from, and then they put it in the oven for you, the slice that you want. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 4 then. I'm going to amend my 5. It wasn't horrible, but I'm gonna go with a 4. So I think that's gonna be it, guys. I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Thanks for coming along on our pizza tour. And yeah, it's always fun to do these kind of things, especially as a family. And it was a beautiful day in New York, so it was a great day to walk around and we got to sit outside. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love you to join us here. So click the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you know every time I upload the video. Thanks so much for watching. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.